Hi, I'm Dr. Bertice Berry, and I want to tell you a story. You ever notice that there are phrases and sayings that you start to hear out of nowhere, and it comes from people from different places and different ages, and it just comes out of nowhere? Usually, when that happens, I know that somebody's teaching that. It's not. It's not like a. It's not an organic phenomenon. It's being taught to somebody and passed on and passed on and passed on. Well, that happened during the pandemic, the second pandemic, the pandemic of the awakening and awareness of the systemic nature of racism. And suddenly, if you would tell a story about something that happened because of racism, sometimes the white listeners would respond with, "I'm sorry that happened to you." I'm trying not to laugh. "I'm sorry that happened to you." And it was so common that it was weird and kind of off-putting because it wasn't, "I'm sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry." It was, "I'm sorry that happened to you." And it was like offering an apology and distancing yourself from what happened. It was like saying, "I'm sorry it happened. I didn't do it. I'm sorry that happened, but I wasn't there. I'm sorry that happened to you. It wasn't me." I don't know about you, but if I fell in my house and one of my kids came up and said, "I'm sorry that happened to you," and kind of walked away into their lives, 'cause that's what it feels like. That's usually what happens. I'd be a little bit bothered. So what should we say? Well, sometimes there's nothing to say. Sometimes it's just sit down with the person who's been pushed down and sit next to them. Say nothing. Hold their hand. I'm going to help you up. I'm going to make sure that nobody pushes you down again. I'm going to make sure that our children's children see a better world. I am sorry, and I want to do what I can to make this world a better place, because racism does not just impact Black folks, people of color. Weightism does not just affect fat people. Homophobia does not just affect LGBTQ plus people. Ageism does not just affect the old. Anything that's done in a society to affect anyone in that society affects everyone in it. More importantly, if I look at you with disdain, eventually that same thing is going to be the same way I see my own self. And I'm sorry, but I'm going to do everything I can to make this world a better place. I love you.